No. We made a choice. And that they can never forgive. Silence is their judgment.
Hi, my name is Nacho, welcome back to the channel. Doing a video game review, crazy, I know. But since its early release, the D&D inspired game Baldur's Gate 3 has been stirring up some rage amongst game developers and making bank from all the players who are going wild over it. Larian, the studio behind Divinity Original Sin, is taking the gaming scene by storm by doing something unthinkable by today's standards, giving the consumers a full game with no add-ons, no microtransactions, and no extortionist level price cosmetics.
Wait, that's illegal.
Now, for the longest time I've been an RPG fan. Despite its latest stunts, I gave Blizzard the benefit of the doubt, silly me, and bought Diablo 4. And I'd be lying if I say I didn't enjoy it for a bit. Made it to level 60 with my Necromancer, beat the main story, and then had to go back to making videos, so I kinda put it away and didn't really feel like coming back afterwards. And then the first season came around. And I feel like this has been a trend with every game genre I like. Everything now is a live service or comes with a battle pass that has really great rewards that you don't want to miss out, that you can purchase in our in-game store with our premium currency, but the math for that skin you like never really adds up, so you're gonna have to buy more currency. Stop. Larian, same as From Software, just said stop. Oh, you're giving us money? Here, a full game. Enjoy it. Thank you. Love you. Which, as a consumer, you'd think that wouldn't ring too many bells, because that's basically how consumerism works. Well, apparently a lot of developers from other studios are seeing this and are being very insistent for this not to become the standard, because that would mean that the amount of effort they would have to put to make their games full products would be significantly increased, and they would have to stop spending valuable time and resources on tuning up their in-game stores and applying all these scummy strategies to try and squeeze as much money as they can from their players. I mean, they would have to finish the games to begin with. I didn't do the math, the only thing I looked at the Diablo 4 store was the cool opening animation, but Baldur News did, and one skin in the game will get you a full indie game on Steam. A full value game like Diablo can have you spend up to $400 to acquire everything it has to offer. I really like the armor that the Black Flame monks had in Elden Ring, and I got it after fighting and dying to the same dude over and over and over again until he dropped the whole set. And that feeling you get after that grind is so much more rewarding than just swiping your card and have it sent to your inventory. True gamers know that, but studios just keep adding these paid cosmetics and putting them into the game. This is not the case in Baldur's Gate because the studio doesn't answer to a bigger company, which is funny when Microsoft hinted on acquiring them, never a good idea. And Sven Vinky, Larian's CEO, just said that he was steadfast on maintaining the studio independence. As he explained, the strength of this company is that I am very invested in the gameplay, and I also make the ultimate decisions. We can do things in service of the games we are making. This is why one of their FAQs saying that there are no microtransactions, but instead you get a full game went viral on social media. I'm not exaggerating when I said that other game developers are fuming over the success of this game. I won't dig too much into it because it's not something I read much about, but there was a huge thread on Twitter of developers saying that the players shouldn't hold other RPGs to the standard of this one, and gave a full list why this is the thing, to which other indie devs also corroborated. But the one thing that caught my attention is they mentioned how many developers this game had, how many resources it used, and how long it was in development. Diablo 4 had 9,166 people and almost the same amount of time to be developed, and people are leaving that game. The IP was very well known, and they had the whole of Diablo 3 as data and resource base. So even though I can understand the argument coming from indie devs who might not have as many resources, AAA big corpos coming down this game, calling it an anomaly and telling players not to think this is the new baseline is nothing less than gaslighting. You're right, this is not setting up a new standard, it's bringing back an old one, and the players are grateful for the effort that Larian put in the game and are holding those other companies accountable. Even though I don't agree with the crunch that this game probably had to release a month earlier, it was a smart business decision to have a full month before Starfield comes out. Larian is plain and simply being smarter than every other game studio. And games that are good perform well. That's it. That's how you please your player base. Games that are unfinished, unpolished, boring, uncreative, and have a letter of apology from the studio attached to it deserve to be held accountable. Now, Baldur's Gate is the latest installment of the saga, but it's not really my cup of tea, you know, it's turn-based CRPG, it's not really my... It was hilarious how this game caused an uproar on Twitter when they first showed a video of one of the characters being weirdly close to a fucking bear, and ever since the game's been out, there's been so many news like that.
Oh, you could do more stuff here.
Hide close.
And as I installed it, I'll say this, I had 140 gigabytes left on my computer, and the game asked me for 124. I'm sorry? Guess which game I'm getting rid of for the space? I can't really give any background on the story because, like I said, this is gonna be my first Larian game. I was gonna play Divinity 2 given that that game was so highly praised, but the turn-based part kinda took me out of it. Not that I dislike the strategy aspect that comes with it, but Larian has clearly done very well delivering this game that they put themselves in the suffering from success territory, reaching a peak of 800,000 players at one point and getting in the top 10 most played games in Steam history, and currently sitting at 555,000 concurrent just on PC. It hasn't even come out on consoles yet. Their original prediction at launch was 100,000, and the game seems to be massive. It has about 100 hours worth of content. You can pick from up to 10 playable characters, customize them however you want, change the story based on your decisions, be good, be evil, fuck that tiefling, don't fuck that orc. There's apparently 17,000 different endings. But in short, even if I just do one playthrough, I'll feel good buying this game and supporting the studio because they are doing the right thing. They are meeting customer expectations. Every time someone goes, "Oh, what do you care so much?" when you talk about Disney or Marvel, "Oh, it's like just a TV show, who the fuck cares?" I care. And you should care too. We are the consumers, the clients. And even though I don't agree with the client's always right mantra, I stand by the fact that the people who are selling something should at least try to meet the standards of those who they are selling to. Don't let them convince you to settle for less. Unfortunately, a lot of companies nowadays are more interested in getting that dollar bill than delivering a satisfying product for their customers, even going as far as implementing a lot of manipulative techniques to get more money out of their fans. Which is why I believe that Larian and Baldur's Gate deserve all the success they have going for them. But if you watched this far into the video, leave us a like, let me know in the comments down below which is your favorite guilty pleasure game. Total Overdose. I can't believe that game never got a sequel. And as always, I've been Nacho, hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.